Hey guys, Costa Rica Phil here, latitudetrips.com. We're in the beautiful Nayara Springs Resort in Arenal. And this is Fireside with Phil. And joining me today is Connie from the Nayara Springs.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Now, Connie is the Sales and Marketing Director here for Nayara Springs. So, where is Arenal? So, Arenal is located about 60 miles away from San Jose. So, driving, it's about 2.5 hours sometimes. Beautiful location. And one of the most famous and iconic features of Arenal is behind us right there. You can see the Arenal volcano. So this is what it is. We got a little cloud cover on the top, but that's okay. So, Connie, this resort has won so many awards. Tell me a little bit about the resort and why it's so luxurious and why people want to come here.
Well, we've been very lucky throughout the years. Nayara Resorts started back in 2008 with just one side of the property, and now we completed into 3 resorts. So now we are in Nayara Springs. Nayara Springs is our adults only resort. And yes, we've been recognized by Travel and Leisure, we've been recognized by Condé Nast and TripAdvisor and so on. I think the main reason why we've been so popular is because of our team. All our guests leave Nayara happy and satisfied with the experience and with how we treat our guests, how we make them feel special throughout their stay, and of course the facilities. I mean, 35 villas, each villa has its own plunge pool with natural hot springs. So you don't have to leave your room to jump into the thermal waters, and it's something that is totally natural. It comes from the volcano. We feed all 35 pools, and it's just the perfect setting. It's so romantic and so private. So I think that's one of the key features of Nayara Springs.
Now, I can attest to that because the service has been just amazing from start to finish, from when we check in throughout our stay here. I can attest also to the thermal private infinity pool. That is fantastic.
It's a nice treat.
Oh yeah. The rooms are enormous and just decked out to the max, chandeliers and all that. It is just fabulous, and I can't agree with you more about that. And there's reasons why. She's being modest. I mean, they won a ton of awards, and one of them actually being the top resort in the world. So, Connie, you guys are doing a fabulous job here, and thank you so much for hosting us. Now, one of the things that I like to do for my guests is plan like unique experiences, whether it's at the hotel or off-site. What does Nayara Springs provide for guests as unique experiences?
We have 62 acres here at Nayara. So one of the key things for us has always been our reforestation project, and that leads to the one unique experience that now we have, which is our sloth sanctuary. So people can walk through the property, walk through the trails, and find monkeys and find sloth, and it's all part of our conservation project as well as the guest experience. We also have an amazing yoga pavilion surrounded by the rainforest, all open concept, where we have complimentary yoga in the morning every day at 8:30, and it's just a unique experience. And I always say to my guests and my clients, there are 2 things at Nayara that become even more spectacular when it rains. And one is the yoga, and the second one is the spa. Because all our spa pavilions are also open, so when it rains in the rainforest, plus the relaxation time, plus the music and the oils and everything, it just comes a total experience. So those are the 2 things that I would say, those are unique, and you can also experience it while it rains, which is something very popular in this area. I mean, it's the rainforest.
Pura Vida, right?
Yeah, we just have to relax. So I think those are the experience. We also offer bird watching activities in the morning, which are very popular. For some of our guests, it's the first time that they can explore, and they can go with one of our tour guides and have the binoculars and learn about the forest and learn about the birds. So it's a complete experience. And then in the evening, something that is particularly popular with the little ones is when we go frog watching. So in the evenings, they go frog watching with our tour guides as well, and they're like chasing frogs, because it's probably one of the first time that they see them, and we have some really cute ones, the blue jeans ones and the red-eyed frogs. So that's all part of the adventure here.
Yeah, it's fabulous. We've had the opportunity to do the bird watching, and I mean, we took 10 steps and saw 10 different species of birds. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hummingbirds all over the place. Now, I did read that this Nayara Springs has 3 of the top restaurants in Arenal, and you had mentioned to me that your chef is from where?
It's from Argentina,
Okay.
actually. Yes.
So tell us about the restaurants.
Okay, so the concept here at Nayara is always to give different options to our guests. So we offer from a sushi place with a kind of a Peruvian fusion to a fine dining restaurant here at Nayara Springs. The 2 things that we do there is the background of the chef, which comes from the fine dining and that experience, but also the kilometer zero for our food source. So we do a lot of local. The fish is local, the vegetables are local, so that's also part of the Nayara identity when we source local and we help the community around our properties as well.
Oh, it's amazing. Now, I can personally attest to some of the delicious treats that the chef has conjured up, if you will. The carpaccio de marlin is
Amazing.
I mean, until I got to Costa Rica, I've never eaten marlin before, and it is, I mean, just delicious. The other one is carpaccio de piña, which is carpaccio de pineapple. So that is also, we had that last night for dessert, and I think we'll have it again tonight and probably tomorrow and maybe tomorrow morning for breakfast. I don't know. So anyway, but those were delicious. And yesterday, one of the experiences that we did was we went to Lake Arenal to go fishing, and we came back with a couple of guapote, or rainbow bass, and your chef was so kind enough to cook them up for us. And I mean, I have never had fish like this it was delicious. We did it fried, and we did it fireside on the parrilla, on the grill, and it was, I mean, phenomenal. It was just such a delicious fish. So thank you so much for your chef on that.
Yes.
It's just been amazing.
You're
it
welcome.
Really has.
And
It's
he got
awesome.
a chance to experiment something different and try it.
Oh yeah, it was so good. And plus, you can't go wrong with anything with patacones. is amazing.
It's a nice berry.
Anyway, so all right. So I know we had talked briefly before about some of the new areas in Nayara.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that I read was you were on the hot list for Condé Nast 2020 for the tented camps.
Correct.
So can you talk a little bit about the tented camps?
Sure. I mean, that has been a project that was in the making for quite a long time. We wanted to make it really special, and we wanted to make it different. So when we started developing the idea, well, okay, so what's new, what's upcoming, and that was the glamping experience. And we were lucky enough to be named among the top best new hotels of 2020. Nayara Tented Camp opened in December of 2019 with 21 tents, and it's all about connect with nature. It's all about open, and you just walk out, and you also have your own plunge pool that you have amazing views of the volcano because it's built on a hillside. So every single room has view of the volcano, and it has been amazing. Really, the feedback, the guests have been so happy with it and with the whole experience. So we're very, very lucky.
Oh, that's awesome. So now, just to clarify, the Nayara Springs is adults only, correct?
Correct,
And that's
adults
what,
only.
18 and up, right? Or
Yes, 17 and up.
oh, 17 and up. Okay. And then the tented camp is
Family friendly.
families, and
Yes.
then the
Nayara Gardens.
Yeah, no,
It's also family friendly.
okay.
Yeah.
And now with the springs, are there? Can the people from the springs like utilize some of the other areas? How does that work?
Guests of Nayara Springs can explore and experience all the facilities throughout the 3 resorts. Guests in Nayara Gardens, as long as they are over 17 years old, are welcome to come here for breakfast or dining, anything. The only limitation that we have is for kids under 16 years old.
Ah, okay.
So those need to say Nayara Gardens, but
Sure.
Nayara Gardens is full of facilities as well. It has a swimming pool, it has 2 restaurants, 1 wine bar, so it's plenty of things to do. It's not that they are just restricted to the area.
Ah, okay. So obviously this is an amazing destination for honeymoons and things like
Yeah.
that. What does the Nayara properties offer as far as like destination weddings? Is that something that you guys do frequently, or?
We do. We accommodate the weddings, small groups
Okay.
for weddings, because as you see, the facilities, the restaurants are pretty small.
Sure.
So we accommodate the dining and we accommodate the function for the wedding
Sure.
here. And most of our weddings are held at the yoga pavilion.
Okay, sure.
So that's the setting that we offer for weddings and
It's,
couples that want to elope.
it's spectacular. We walked by there yesterday, and I was like, this is the real deal. So yeah.
Just sitting there and listen to the birds
Oh.
and the sounds of the rainforest is proper meditation.
Yeah, I mean, you
Sit
have
there.
the ideal, I mean, obviously you can see the volcano behind us, but this is the absolute ideal location. The foliage is unbelievable. The acreage that you guys have, I mean, it's really, really spectacular. So, I want to thank you for joining us, Connie. I really appreciate it on Fireside with Phil. And lately, I've become somewhat of a mixologist, if you will, and I've been practicing my drinks and things like that. And I see these two beautiful drinks that we have here in front of us here, and I believe they're made with the Costa Rican rum, right?
Exactly, cacique. So
Cacique.
if you're in Costa Rica, you have to try it.
Okay.
Plenty of different ways. You can
Yeah.
go straight for the shots,
Okay.
or you can mix it up like we have here.
And that's what, chili guada? Or
The famous chili guaro.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
of course. If you like spicy
Yeah.
and you like your alcohol, mix it up. Chili guaro is, you can't go wrong there.
Okay.
So here we have a little bit of a lighter,
Sure,
softer
yeah.
use of the cacique.
Okay.
But I hope you enjoy
Yes,
it.
yes. So thank you so much. Salud, Nazdrovia. I really appreciate
Thank
you
you for
joining us
joining
here.
us.
And guys, hang in there. Pura Vida.
Thank you.